story about the forgotten Wind King. In the ancient times, when the world was young and magic flowed freely through the lands, there existed a kingdom high above the clouds, known as Zephyra. This kingdom was ruled by the mighty Wind King Elian, whose power over the winds was unmatched. Elian was a benevolent ruler, guiding the winds to bring gentle breezes to the farmers, fierce gales to drive away invaders, and soothing zephyrs to calm the seas. Elian's reign was marked by prosperity and peace. The people of Zephyra thrived under his watchful eye, their crops flourishing and their ships sailing safely across the skies. They celebrated the Wind King with grand festivals, offering songs and dances in his honor. But as centuries passed, the people began to forget their king. They took the winds for granted, no longer offering their thanks or remembering the ancient rituals that honored Elian. The Wind King, feeling forgotten and unappreciated, withdrew to the highest peak of the kingdom, shrouded in a perpetual storm. Without Elian's guidance, the winds grew wild and unpredictable. Storms ravaged the lands and sailors feared the treacherous seas. The once prosperous kingdom of Zephyra fell into disarray, its people struggling to survive in the chaotic weather. The crops withered and the skies were filled with dark, ominous clouds. One day, a young girl named Lyra, who had heard the old stories of the Wind King from her grandmother, decided to seek out Elian. She believed that if she could find him and remind him of the love and respect the people once had for him, he might return and restore balance to the winds. Lyra was a brave and determined soul, her heart filled with hope and a deep sense of duty to her people. Lyra embarked on a perilous journey, climbing the treacherous peaks and braving the fierce storms that guarded Elian's sanctuary. Along the way, she encountered magical creatures and ancient guardians who tested her resolve and courage. She faced the fierce wind serpent, whose breath could freeze the air, and the mischievous sylphs, who tried to lead her astray with their enchanting songs. With each challenge, Lyra's determination grew stronger, her spirit unyielding. Finally, after many days of arduous travel, Lyra reached the summit where Elian resided. The Wind King, now a shadow of his former self, looked upon her with weary eyes. His once bright aura was dimmed, and his majestic wings were tattered and worn. Lyra knelt before him and spoke of the tales her grandmother had told, of the gratitude and reverence the people once had for him. "Elian, great Wind King," she began, her voice steady and filled with emotion. "The people of Zephyra have forgotten your kindness and the blessings you bestowed upon us. But I have not forgotten. I remember the stories of your greatness, and I have come to remind you that there are still those who honor and cherish you." Moved by her words and the sincerity in her heart, Elian's spirit began to stir. He realized that though he had been forgotten by many, there were still those who remembered and cherished him. With renewed strength, Elian rose and spread his arms wide, calling upon the winds to calm and return to their harmonious state. The storm ceased, and a gentle breeze swept through the land, bringing with it a sense of peace and renewal. The people of Zephyra, witnessing the return of their Wind King, rejoiced and vowed never to forget him again. They restored the ancient rituals and built monuments in his honor, ensuring that Elian's legacy would endure for generations to come. Lyra returned to her village as a hero, her bravery and determination celebrated by all. She continued to share the stories of the Wind King, ensuring that the memory of Elian would never fade. And so, the forgotten Wind King was forgotten no more, his name and deeds etched into the hearts of the people, carried on the winds that he so lovingly guided. I hope you enjoyed this